question about the chicken nugget video. What happens if you ate enough buckets of chicken to get 0 hearts? So John Sai wrote in on my subreddit r/PhoenixSC, of course referencing the chicken nuggets video which I made for my Minecraft Cursed Images series to fill up my hunger bar. I can eat 2 more here, and now, notice what happens. I've just lost 1 heart. So I've switched back to survival mode, and now you can see that I have hearts on my hotbar. Funnily enough, I also tweeted about what happens if creative mode had hearts. That'd be really weird. And if any of you are way out of the loop, this is actually possible in Minecraft. You can change the number of hearts the player has. You can see the max health is shifting from -20 to 0 and then back to -20, which means minus the number of health. 1 heart is 2 health. So using a lot of command blocks, I can actually do this little animation here. So I can also do the same thing with randomization. So I can also randomize the number of hearts that the player has in survival mode. This would be very interesting too. Like, you never know whether you have enough health or not to survive certain things. So very interesting challenge. Of course, just pot luck if you're into that sort of thing. So what exactly is happening here? I can give you the command in the description of this video, which you can apply to creative mode or survival mode. That being said, this command here is going to apply -21 health to me. So I can press that. Now I'm holding in my head slot max health -21, which means my health is now in the negatives, which means all my health is gone. So the question, of course, is what happens? Now I have 4 different concepts to talk about here. One is health, one is hunger and saturation, one is just general damage, and one is poison. So will poison kill you? I'll talk about that later. First of all, I want to talk about something really interesting. If the player has 0 health, the player dies. Of course. Well, you can see that I'm not dead right now. Until instant health. I'm dead. I'm going to respawn now. And now that's gone. Now here is why I think the player actually dies. If I change my health back to negative, and then I apply this, the game is going to think that I have too much health right now, and then reduce it back to match what my current health is, therefore reducing my health to 0. Now what happens if I apply hunger and saturation? Nothing's happening yet, and now I'm dead, but I can't respawn. You can see I'm actually clicking the respawn button, and the player isn't respawning. Now what's going on here? I can go back to the title screen, and then go back into the world, and now I'm still alive, which is very odd. Until I properly starve to death. The exact same thing happens with saturation. I just pressed it, you can see that the hunger bar went up by half a slot, and I can't respawn again. I believe the difference here is that the health isn't going down, it's actually just updating, and the game is realizing that you don't have the appropriate amount of health. Now, I don't know this for sure because I haven't unpacked 1.14.4. I don't know how hunger works in this situation. Neither have I gone into 1.12 to experiment with this, because it's very likely that the code is updated since then. But from my several hours of experimentation, I believe this is why. Now, so obviously, going into a cactus will kill you immediately. But what happens if you apply a splash potion of poison, knowing that poison isn't supposed to kill you, it's supposed to get you down to half a heart? What happens when you use it? You actually die. You get killed by poison. This is the only way to get killed by poison as far as I know. You have to have less than half a heart, so it's able to bypass that limit. Or maybe the way that poison works is that it actually checks the amount of hearts you have first, and then since 0 hearts doesn't fit that criterion, it just kills you before it even has a chance to hurt you. Anyway, it's a pretty interesting little mechanic that I wanted to try out and experiment with. I haven't tried anything like this before, so thank you to John Sai for that question. And if you want to see that Nuggets video, there'll be a card annotation on the top right hand side of this video. Of course, the next Minecraft Cursed Images video will be next week. I got a pretty weird one this time around. Stay tuned for that. Otherwise, thank you all for watching. Leave a like, subscribe for more creative content. Anything you'd like to post, any suggestion, anything you'd like to send me, you can go to the subreddit r/PhoenixSC and post whatever you want. Otherwise, take care.